Hey, once this would be my first initial impressions of the Koller, I don't know how you say the name, Panaview. This is a 5 gallon tank. Got this one off of Amazon for about 40 bucks. So rather cheap tank for a 5 gallon tank. That's not your standard rectangular glass tank. So this is made of plastic. Everything in here is plastic. I don't think it's too bad looking. I think it's actually a pretty nice looking tank. I've definitely seen worse looking tanks. And you really can see all around it, hence the Panaview name. So I mean, it is pretty cool. Nice rounded sides here, nice and seamless. The top is a little bit different looking. Turn on my light here. I mean, it's not bad looking, I don't think. It's just definitely different looking. Kind of have like different weird curves to it all over. These you can take out. They are a pain in the butt to take out. Might need to take some heavy duty scissors to them to actually come out here. But with the filter that comes with this, which I'll talk about more in just a moment here, you do not actually need to take these out. But it does have the cutout for it. If you wanted to put in a different filter, then maybe a heater or something else over here. You do have this feeder hole here, but you can see there's weird crosses in between, or in there. Weird cross, weird X. It's a little bit, well, weird. I don't know why they put that in there. I guess maybe so fish don't jump out of it, but I've never had a fish be able to jump through that small of a hole. So it's a little bit weird. This light, again, we'll talk about in a second here, but here's your light button. This I am not a fan of. It is, I'll show this off in a moment here, but it seems to skip through the different colors. Again, we'll get to that in a moment here. And here is for the light, for the power for the light. Then you also have these weird little holes here, or weird little indents, not holes, but indents. Again, just kind of weird. Then you do have this here for your finger, which is pretty nice. Kind of pretend like it's on each your finger, and you lift it up. Again, it's not bad looking. It's definitely a different looking top for a tank here. Then this doesn't actually. It just kind of sits in there. It doesn't actually like attach to it or anything. It just kind of sits, which isn't a bad thing. It means this tank can just come right off, but you cannot just lift it up and let it sit up here. Okay, I think that's enough for the top. Well, I'll go to the bottom of the top. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 LEDs here. They are color changing. It's a nice big light bar. It lights up the tank nicely. Even with my light above on. It's nice. It's a whole bunch of different colors. I don't even know how many different colors. It's just a whole bunch of different colors. Then you can also have it fade through the different colored lights. We'll get back to that near the end of the video though. Then you have this filter here, which as you can see is not the strongest, which is probably not a bad thing. So this is probably a decent tank for a beta. Time will tell how good this filter is. And it does use a Tetra brand filter cartridge in there. It's just your standard charcoal wrapped in material. I mean, so there's no biological filter included in that. It's a very weird looking filter. I mean, it's a very weird looking filter. I mean, you guys saw my unboxing. I thought this bit here, this lip here, actually went out to the back of the tank. It does not. It's actually where the water comes out of it. It's a very weird looking filter. Another thing is, I'm not sure how full I can keep this tank, because I don't know if I can have that underwater all the way. I don't think you can. I think you're supposed to have it like this. You guys know for sure. You let me know. Never had one of these filters. This exact filter. Again, the tank itself is made of plastic. I do feel like it's a cheaper plastic than, say, what Aqueon uses or other name brand uses. I don't think it's going to fall apart or anything. It might scratch a bit easier. I mean, all plastics scratch easy anyway on these tanks. So you definitely want to be careful when you're doing anything inside of your tank, as it might scratch pretty easy. Mine didn't. I don't think it had any, well, at least any major scratches when I first got it. It may have a few minor ones. That is probably just due to shipping. Another weird thing about this tank was, got off Amazon. It literally just came in an Amazon box. There's no actual like brand box in here. No Koller name brand box in here. In the Amazon box. It was just an Amazon box and then the tank wrapped in, well, whatever it was wrapped in, I think plastic or whatever. It was kind of weird. Never seen a tank like that where you don't actually have a name brand box. One more thing about this filter is it does not appear to be adjustable. Not that it really needs to be, but you can, well, hopefully you guys can see there is some of that oily built up already going on. And I just set this thing up yesterday, so time will tell how well it works. I might need to actually raise up my filter a little bit to get it to work the best. We'll see. Now we'll talk about this light. This is the worst part of this tank. So I'm going to turn off my light here above. So you hit this thing. And you see it changes through two different colors. So click it in, let go. It changes through two different colors. It's weird. You can actually click this thing to the side. Let's see. Of course now it's not going to do it. Yep, there we go. So click it backwards and it changes. Now it's going through just one color. It's very weird. It's very, very weird. The colors, once you actually get on them, are nice and bright. I might have my other light on behind me, but these are nice and bright. There's a whole bunch of different colors. You can do this where it fades through them. And you also, of course, have off. But I said it's just very hard to get onto. Like, I want that color. You let go. Nope. Nope. There we go. It's just very hard to keep it on there. Now with that said, there is supposed to be a timer on here. I don't have it set up yet. You can have it to be, I think it's like 1 hour, 3 hours, and maybe 8 hours. Something like that. Hopefully you guys can hear my bird downstairs. Yeah, so you also get a timer on this if you want to set it. I almost never deal with timers, even on the better lights. Just the standalone lights, I don't usually use a timer on those. I usually just turn it on, turn it off whenever I want. But this does have a built-in timer in this light as well. So guess my overall initial impression is for 40 bucks, this is not a bad tank. You can go out to Walmart and get a standard rectangular glass tank for around 30 bucks. And that might be a better option. This thing is cool. It almost seems a bit bigger than 5 gallons to me. I put a 5-gallon bucket of water in here, and you can see it's not up all the way. It might be more like 5.5, 6 gallons. That is possible. And yeah, I mean, it seems like a decent tank. It's just this light is a little bit annoying, and then that feeder flap with it has the cross in it is a little bit weird too. But yeah, alright guys, you all let me know what you think of this thing. Once this is up for a while, of course I'll do an actual review of it, so stay tuned for that. Hope you guys have a good one. Goodbye.